going so well. G Unit is doing. I mean, y'all come out, boom, boom. How did something start so well, end so bad?
One day I went to, I think Hot 97, talked to Phone Flex or something, and they asked me. They were like, 50 got beef with Jadakiss and Fat Joe and Nas. And I was like, whoa, I ain't signed up to beef with guys that I idolize.
Right.
I had looked up to the Locks and Kiss. They were rapping before me. I used them as, guides to like get me to where I was. So yeah, so I came up on listening to Jadakiss and Fat Joe digging in the crates and the Digging in the Crates crew. And then Nas, man, that was like my top 3 rappers ever. And like I said, 50 don't talk about nothing but money. So nobody never told me that the group was beefing with Nas and Fat Joe and Jadakiss, so I wasn't privy to it. So I was like, yeah, that don't really got nothing to do with me. And to be perfectly honest, me and 50, we were in the group, but I wasn't in it for that long, and we weren't friends.
Right.
They just threw me in the group, and I appreciated the alley-oop. But we weren't homies. So a lot of people get it misconstrued. They think that like we were best friends or something. And I betrayed this friendship or something like that. But what I did was stay loyal to, my the people that like I listened to coming up.
Right.
Like I just can't beef with Nas because you beef with Nas. I don't have a problem with Nas.
Right.
And I didn't even know you had a problem with Nas till today. So, on the fly, I just said what I said. I was like, I'm not beefing with Nas and them.
And they got back, then they felt you were being disloyal.
Right, because 50 felt like he gave me a shot, which ultimately, being a part of G Unit did help escalate, my career in the early stages. But I would have got there regardless. I feel like,
Right. Were you making good money at G Unit?
Yeah, we was making money, but 50 was making more than everybody.
Well, damn.
Yeah.
What's the issue with 50? So you feel all y'all should have been on level playing field. If it's $1 million, you get 250, Buck get 250, 50 get 250.
Yeah. Nah, man, I think that it was just one of those things where he made more money and he should have made more money. I was just speaking for myself, saying that we was, getting scraps.
What scraps? 150,000 a show ain't no scraps, game.
Nah, man, it wasn't 150,000.
Okay, 100,000.
Probably about 75, 100.
Yeah. How many shows y'all doing a show a week? 2 shows a week?
Yeah, man. And I wasn't there for them all. Again, so I always felt like I was a solo artist, man. And so I was a little honorary to the whole situation anyway. I didn't like being, I didn't want to be in New Edition. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, so you Bobby Brown, you broke off.
Man, I'm Johnny Gill.
But Bobby broke off because they kicked him out the group. He didn't want to leave.
That's what I'm doing. With me, it was different, man. I always felt like I was a solo artist. I never felt like I was, part of a group.
Damn. Did the beef get so bad that you and 50 get into a shootout?
50 wasn't there, but we got into a shootout with like his armed security in New York. And they were like coming out the back door. I think 50 was getting in the car or something, and then the security came around the front, and then,
what happened?
Happened a little, we had a little back and forth with firearms.
How you gonna, hold on, look, I understand y'all wasn't best friends, but come on,
man.
gang.
24 years old.
No, game, you used that when you was 14. You can't use that now at 24 now. You grown ass man. You got a kid and everything.
Yeah, I was in it, man, but like I was telling you before, it takes you a lot of time to undo things that are second nature, man. Like, being from the streets. It take a lot of time.
But y'all was doing a press conference.
Yeah, they paid me to do that.
I know.
Yeah.
How you get paid and then you go and then you start the bucket?
The money didn't change how I felt when I landed back in California, man. So I know, man, I got this early entry bipolar shit going sometimes, man.
Okay.
And but I think I tell people all the time, I think that in some form or nature that we're all kind of bipolar, right? Yeah. Because sometimes we feel one way and then we feel another way.
Right.
And so I think that damn near everybody's bipolar, depending on
because you don't feel the same all the time.
No. And so it is what it is. And so that's what, I did a lot with explaining, my friendship with Ye. I'm like, he have his days, but we all do.
Right.
And what we got to stop doing as people is judging people when you know damn well when you look in the mirror, you do not see perfection. But we all got something to say about somebody. Like we don't have our own separate issues. Yeah, exactly.
Is it true that Michael Jackson tried to end the beef with you in 50?
Yeah, man, that was a weird story that don't even sound like it's true, man.
So how does Mike call you?
Mike called me, and Jimmy Henchman, who was my manager at the time, free Jimmy too, man, since we free and puff. My free man, free and all. But yeah, he called me in my room. I think we was in Vancouver.
Right.
He was in Canada. He said, man, Michael Jackson on the phone. He said it so nonchalantly. I was like, huh? What?
Yeah,
said,
Michael Jackson.
He said, Michael Jackson on the phone. Pick up your phone. Pick up the phone rang, and they put Mike through. And I picked up the phone. It wasn't Mike. It was some British dude. And he was like, yeah, Michael, he'll be here in 25 minutes. And I was thinking to myself, why you just ain't calling 25 minutes?
Y'all expect me to stay on the phone for 25 minutes?
So I put speakerphone and I left it on, and I went, anybody that know me knows that I play video games all day. So I'm in the hotel playing video games, and I left it, and it's got like, the Wait for Michael Jackson music. It wasn't like beat it or nothing. Right. It was just like regular elevator music. But yeah, man, he came in, and he was like, hey. And I was like, that ain't the hey I know. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That heavy-ass voice.
Yeah, he didn't have that like, hey, it's Michael. He didn't sound like that. He sounded like a regular dude.
Right.
So but you could tell it was Michael Jackson.
Right.
So I was like, hey, what's up? And he was like, you know what I want to tell you? And I was like, what? And he was like, that how we do. Magic. It's magical. It's magical. And I was like, yeah, it's a really good song. He was like, no, it's magical. He was like, I was riding in the car the other day, and I told my driver, you put on that 50 and game song. That's how we do. It's so magical. And he said it's magical about 30 times. And I was like, okay, it's magical. But then he said, and then you know what you guys did? You followed it up. You came with that how we do. And now it's a whole magic show. You guys are so magical together. He was like, I don't understand why you guys are at odds or beefing. He was like, I got an idea. We should fix the beef on my album. And that's when he lost me. And I was like, everything after that was like,
why we gonna put it on your album? Why not put it on my?
I don't know. It's Michael Jackson, number one. But I was just
you didn't think he was being truthful? You didn't?
No, I just was like, I hated 50 so much at that time. I just was like, Mike threw me off with that. And I was just like, no. Yeah, he lost me in the conversation. So I ended up hanging up.
You hung up on Mike?
I did.
Come on, Gabe. You can't hang up on Mike. That's the greatest artist ever.
Yeah, I know, man. If I could, again, man, 24.
You get into a beef with Ja?
Yeah, I took that one on with 50 early on because I knew about that one.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I felt odd about that because I was cool with Irv Gotti, but I was on Aftermath, and when Get Rich or Die Trying got dropped, 50 was going straight at Ja. I hadn't had an album out yet, so I kind of like had to.
You piggybacked it.
I piggybacked off that one, and I didn't have. But again, I didn't have no business in that beef. I wasn't even in G Unit yet.
Right.
I just went in, but I thought like Aftermath, like I gotta show up, and so I jumped off the ledge with that one.
Want to join Club Shay Shay? Become an official member by hitting that subscribe button, where you never know who's going to be joining us for drinks and conversation. Don't be late to the party because we like to do something before two something.